Good afternoon, everyone. This is Team Pythonic, and I'm Aman. Let's get started with the demo. So here, I'm just starting the server. This is basically the server for local LLM. Now, here we have different personas, different family members, probably, and we have different locations, home, office, beach house, and that's there. Now, coming to devices, we can see we have, depending on different locations, we have different devices, different rooms, and their current status is shown. Now we can see the routines. These are all the routines. We can click on the routines. It shows us all the devices that are connected to for that routine. Now Sam is our personal assistant that we created. We can just ask Sam if we want to add a routine and give us all the details regarding that routine. And here the routine is added. Now we can go back to the routines page. We just have to reload the website once. Goes back to reload, and here we have studying routine with the devices added. Now we come back to Sam. Now we can just ask it a general query. We feel like watching movie in living room. It goes here. These are the tokens going in the LLM. Here we got the response that it closed the blinds and it turned on TV. We can go to devices and we can see the TV is on, the blinds are off, and the light is also off. Come back to Sam, and we can just give a general query to turn off all the devices in the bedroom. Here it's taking the tokens. Come back, we can go to devices, and all the devices are in the bedroom are off. Now notice that kitchen has 2 devices. What if we want to add a new device? Hey Sam, can you add a device named light to the kitchen at home? We give the location and we give the room as well. And we get the response. The device is added. Now we can go back. We can see. Now ideally, the device should be added by using a QR code or Wi-Fi or Bluetooth something. But just for the proof of concept, we added it using the agent itself. Now coming to other use cases, let's take a look at this conversation. The user tells Sam that he wants to add a particular routine and then give the conditions to automate it as well, instead of doing it manually. One of the features we have added is having multiple personas, something similar to Netflix, where all the different family members can have different accounts and they can give different commands based on their needs. For example, I know this is very common in Indian households where as soon as kids hear dad is back from office, they rush to turn off the TV and start studying. Now we have the power to automate it, all of this using Sam. But with introduction of multiple personas comes a big problem. What do we do in case of a conflict when multiple users are trying to modify the same device in different ways? Ideally, the wife should have the final say. However, if you're daring enough, we provide a way to add a hierarchy to the personas based on your preference. Now comes the best part, suggestions. If the user can ask for whatever they want, the problem is pretty much solved. But we want to make their lives easier. The intelligence would be to give them suggestions based on their past habits, maybe their location, or even the time of the day. Now imagine this conversation. Sam automatically detects that you're about to reach home and sends you a notification saying, hey, do you want me to trigger the cleaning routine? And by the time the user reaches back home, the house is already clean. This is just one example. Imagine this, when no one is at home and you're the last person leaving, as soon as you leave the home, you get a notification saying, hey, do you want me to turn off all the non-essential devices? This removes the hassle of manually turning off all the devices and saves power as well. This is exactly how we have integrated suggestions, and these suggestions are personalized for every persona. And this is how it looks on the website. You can see on the bottom right. Now for the most important feature, home safety. While doing my research about smart homes, I came across a few articles discussing the risks associated with these devices. There were certain attempts of automating the house that caused house fires. Our solution to this problem is monitoring certain crucial devices that can cause harm, like geysers, thermostats, toasters, or even stoves. Firstly, we implement a safety limit that doesn't allow the user to change the settings beyond a certain threshold. Secondly, if user forgets to turn off any of these devices by mistake, They will be notified after a certain point and given the option to turn it off. Well, for the features mentioned so far, I have explained their workings in detail along with the tech stack used in the other video. Do check it out. This is our team. Feel free to reach out to any of us for any queries, and thank you for listening.